It is all about celebrating black excellence. So to start the show, we have to give a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. We have to give a round of applause to one of our good brothers, the Prince of Pan-African, self-proclaimed, might I add, Dr. Umar Johnson. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, if you do not know who Dr. Umar Johnson is, he is one of the most unintentionally funny brothers I have ever encountered. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Umar Johnson has become famous for being somebody that is very, very explicitly black, very, very pro-African, and also tried to open up a school, is working on a charter school, is constantly collecting donations, constantly collecting money for this charter school. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, he has become a viral sensation. Every time this brother speaks, every time this brother does an interview, it goes viral. And ladies and gentlemen, let me tell y'all, if y'all have never listened to a Dr. Umar Johnson interview, I have to tell you, it is quite hilarious. Now, I have to admit, I don't necessarily agree with all of Dr. Umar's stances, right? Like, I understand that some of the things he says are a little extreme, right? But I would be lying if I did not tell y'all I enjoy this brother. I love it. I love the way he riles people up. I love the things he has to say. And I love a brother that stands in his convictions. If there's anything you do as a man, I don't care what you believe in, but as long as you stand in those beliefs and you stand firm in those beliefs, I respect that so much, because these days, everybody has to follow the pack, right? If you think something different than the majority, if you feel something different than the majority, if you just live by the beat of your own drum. These days, it seems as if you are ostracized. These days, it seems as if you are judged and even belittled at times. And that's what happens to Dr. Umar Johnson a lot. Like I said, not all of his views are great, but at least he believes in what he says. And ladies and gentlemen, I have to respect that. I have to love that. And I would be remiss if I did not take time to congratulate a brother that has brought me so much laughs and so much entertainment. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Umar Johnson has been on a quest. Dr. Umar Johnson has been on a quest to find love. Isn't that what we're all doing, ladies and gentlemen? Are we all just looking for someone to love us, someone to spend our days with, somebody to cherish? And ladies and gentlemen, he's a very, very busy man. And a lot of times when you are a busy man, some priorities have to fall to the wayside. And I'm sure the same has happened for Dr. Umar Johnson. He hasn't been able to date. He hasn't been able to slide in DMs because he's too busy making things happen for the black community. So, what this brother did, which most people do actually, they use social media to get the job done for him. And that's what he did, ladies and gentlemen. He got on camera and put out an all points bulletin to any black queen that was listening. I'm going to let y'all hear it.
Yes, I'm taking wifey resumes. I know it's controversial. So this way, if there's a sister out there who think I need to know who she is, she got the opportunity to make herself known. That's all that means. Sending that wifey resume, cover letter, and photo with the resume. Okay? That means your political and your personal. How you make a good wife, but how you make a good fellow Pan-Africanist. I want to see the best of both worlds. I want to see the best of both worlds. The cooking and the consciousness. No snow bunnies. It is not that type of party. Must be natural hair. Everything on you got to be natural. If the hair fake, if the breast fake, if the nails fake, if the eyebrows is fake, don't send the resume. And you must be open to plural marriage, because there will be two of you. King Kong doubles up on everything.
Y'all heard him, ladies and gentlemen. King Kong doubles up on everything. And as you can imagine, when this video dropped, the world came to this brother's doorstep with so much judgment, so much disdain. I couldn't believe it. Because what I heard, ladies and gentlemen, was a black man that knows exactly what he wants. Don't women say that all the time? I want a real man. I want a man that knows what he wants. And really, they only want that because they want somebody in their lives to like pick the rest of their meals for the rest of their lives, so they never got to choose what they want to eat, right? So they want a man that knows what he wants. They want a man that can stand there and take charge, right? But, fellas, as we all know, whenever we express what we truly want as men, the women, they hate it. They hate it. And, ladies and gentlemen, Like I said, this brother told y'all exactly what he wanted. What he say? I said he doubling up. And he wasn't just taking it lightly, ladies and gentlemen. He wanted credentials. He wanted a photo. He wanted a cover letter. He wanted a resume. He wanted to know that these sisters were articulate. He knew that he only wanted natural black queens. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with having preferences. Y'all know y'all want a brother with a good 401k. Y'all know y'all want a brother that's above 5'10". Y'all know y'all want a brother with a job. So why can't Dr. Umar want two women with very specific qualities? Ladies and gentlemen, I applaud Dr. Umar for the simple fact that he believed in himself enough to go on camera and request two women. Not only request two women, but request that they apply. Could you imagine, fellas? Could you imagine if women had to apply for our love? If women had to put in cover letters, if they had to form complete sentences on paper just to get a chance with us. Maybe if women did things like that and we knew what we was getting into from the rip, if we had references and a background and a resume, maybe y'all would get those fancy meals right off the rip. Maybe y'all would get Birkin bags straight up because we know what we're getting into. But a lot of times, ladies and gentlemen, when we get into these relationships with women, we do not know what we are getting into. So all Dr. Umar was trying to do was to let these women know, don't waste your time if you can't match these credentials. If the resume don't add up, don't waste your time, queen. That's all he's saying. He ain't bash nobody. He ain't say nothing wrong. Ladies and gentlemen, this brother was dead serious. And I gotta respect it. I gotta respect it. And he wasn't done. He wasn't done. In case y'all wanted to know more, a more in-depth look on what this brother was looking for, he gave a follow-up.
This is all natural. This is all natural. You looking at 100% natural African alpha male. And I need two 100% all natural body parts, face, biologically born queens. One vegan queen and one soul food queen. One vegan queen, one soul food queen. One of you got to be able to do my feet, and the other one got to be able to rub my back. That's all I need. Massage these feet, massage this back, because I live on my feet, and I put all my pressure on my back. I live on my feet. Let me read some WhatsApp. You got a question? Hit me on WhatsApp. Let me read. I got to get ready to get ready. I got to get ready to get ready. Who in my WhatsApp this morning? Who on my WhatsApp? You got a question, you can hit me on WhatsApp, 215-989-9858. WhatsApp. Not regular text, WhatsApp. House slaves, not no house slaves. My queens are going to be helping me make decisions. My queens are going to be leading. They're not just going to be cooking and cleaning. They're going to be out front. My queens are going to be facilitating the events and putting together. You understand? I know that behind every strong king is a strong queen. And since I'm Big Papa, you need two queens.
You heard the brother? Big Papa needs two queens. He telling you what he needs, ladies. That's a brother that knows what he wants, what he needs. And you see, he ain't being disrespectful. You see, he don't just want y'all to be love slaves. He don't just want y'all to be cooking and cleaning. He wants y'all making decisions. He's giving these sisters responsibility. He is trying to share the empire that he built with his blood, sweat, and tears with these lucky queens that decide to apply for his love. Ladies and gentlemen, this is groundbreaking. Ladies and gentlemen, this is groundbreaking because not only did this brother have the gumption to get on camera and say these things, but ladies and gentlemen, it worked. It worked. Yes, Dr. Umar Johnson has found love. Yes, that's right. He found love. He ended up finding two queens, and he even got married. He even got married. And Fellas, that's proof right there. If you know what you want, if you stand true in your convictions, maybe you too can get 2 wives. Because I'm sure there's a lot of brothers listening right now that probably wish they thought of this. Like, I should have took wifey acts. Maybe I want 2 wives. But y'all ain't had the balls to ask for it. Y'all were worried about being judged. Y'all were worried about being canceled, becoming outcasts. That y'all ain't want to ask for y'all 2 queens. Y'all ain't want to ask for them resumes and cover letters. Y'all kept quiet. And maybe you one of them fellas now that's listening that ended up having to settle. Maybe you had to settle for a snow bunny. Maybe you had to settle for just one woman. And that is why today we are celebrating Dr. Umar Johnson, because he didn't settle. He got exactly what he wanted out of his queens. And ladies and gentlemen, we have footage and audio of this brother giving his wedding speech. And you know what? I gotta share it.
Ladies, be with me. Help me build the Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey account.
That's right. Y'all better get
I'm gonna let y'all fight it out over who gonna be in charge of the small school and who gonna be in charge of the big school. But you are the only 2 I need. You are the left side of my heart and you are the right. Until the day we leave to be with our ancestors, I promise to always honor you as the goddess that you are. May God protect our family. May God bless our union. And may those who are against this union forever be entered into the book of Negro. I say, Black power.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I have never given a wedding speech. But good Lord Almighty, if that's not the way to do it, shout out to Dr. Umar Johnson. Now, y'all couldn't see the video unless you're watching. But for those of you that are listening, let me tell y'all, he had both his queens on each arm. One light-skinned shorty and one dark-skinned shorty. They both look like they had natural hair. Obviously, they're both willing and ready and able to help in his ventures. You see what he's saying? He said he's going to let them decide what they do with the school. I'm going to let y'all queens decide. Clearly, this brother has a very open mind. And clearly, these young queens are going to be very, very happy. You should see them. Y'all should have seen these queens in their gowns. Looking beautiful. Looking scrumptious. And I'm going to be honest, man. Dr. Umar looked good too. My brother was clean. He cleaned up nicely. And let me tell y'all, it was good to see another brother happy. And it was awesome to welcome another king into the faithful Black king community. Because I guarantee you, any celebrity gonna cheat. You gonna see all these different headlines about all this cheating, all of that. But one thing's for certain. Dr. Umar Johnson will never make headlines for cheating on these 2 queens because he got 2 of them. He got a variety. He got an assortment. Fellas, if you know what you want from a woman, if you know what you desire, if you have preferences, don't hesitate to voice them. Don't hesitate to ask these women, to require these queens to show some credentials. Because let me tell y'all, these women have a list of things they need from a man. So why can't we have a list of our own? Ladies and gentlemen, let's give one more round of applause for Dr. Umar Johnson for finding love, for finding his queens. We all looking for love, ladies and gentlemen, and I salute this brother for finding what he was looking for. Brother, I hope it works out for you. I really, truly do, and I can't wait for your next interview. I'm going to be locked in, man, because I can't wait to hear how this wedding is going. He might have just revolutionized the game, ladies and gentlemen. He might have just changed the game.
You're sitting on the couch, you procrastinating over and over. Why are you making it complicated? It's easy.